Hey, what's up, forum? It's Gorilla Hands, and today I'm bringing you a game of TDM on firing range. And you're not going to just get my perspective of this game, you're also going to get the perspectives of See If I Don't Stab You and Night Prowler as well. But the gameplay really doesn't matter, it's just the shortest game that I had saved on my hard drive, and it's really going to serve as a backdrop for what I want to talk about today. And that's the latest information for the new map packs for Black Ops. So just recently, a large retail gaming company known as Game Australia has leaked this promotional image. And although Game Australia has since taken this image down, that didn't stop it from spreading across the internet and stirring a little bit of buzz. Now keep in mind there's been no official statement from either Activision or Treyarch stating that this is indeed one of their promotional images for an upcoming map pack. So I'm going to tell you guys what I know and you can decide for yourself if you think this image is legit or not. Release date on the image is for next month, May 3rd, and judging by the Xbox graphics that are surrounding that image, it looks like they're going to do a staggered release like they did before, in which Xbox is released first, and then PS3 and PC are released later on down the road. So the overall name of this map pack is Escalation, and it looks like we're going to get the same amount of content that was released in the first map pack, First Strike. We're going to get 4 multiplayer maps and a new zombie map, and the multiplayer maps are named Hotel, Zoo, Convoy, and Stockpile, and the zombie map is named Call of the Dead. Looking at the image they're using for the map Hotel, we see a character rappelling in and breaking through the glass window, and it looks very similar to the promotional video they did in which your character broke through the pane glass with the AUG. And it also reminds me of the level casino from the game Rainbow Six Las Vegas, which was a very vertical map, and you also had the capacity to rappel in. So knowing that Treyarch really likes to implement a lot of level interactivity into their games, it really wouldn't surprise me if you had the ability to rappel up and down the hotel walls. Now I'm really interested in this next map, Zoo, just because there's a lot of potential in terms of creative level design. One of the bigger complaints that I've heard towards Black Ops is their implementation of colors and visuals for their level design. The coloring for some of the maps can be described as very gray or dull, and there's not a whole lot of diversity amongst a lot of the core maps, but it did look like they were changing that pattern with First Strike when they implemented Stadium and Discovery, so hopefully with Zoo they can kind of follow that same trend and add a little bit more diversity in terms of visuals for that map. Also, the concept they have for the level could provide for a very interesting experience. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if they implemented some form of interactivity, say maybe knocking somebody into a wild animal cage or something strange along those lines. But I also thought Carnival had a lot of potential in Modern Warfare 2, and that map was not really well praised or well received, so we'll have to wait and see how much fun this map is once it's released. The image for Convoy, judging by the highway sign in the background, it looks like you're going to be fighting on a large interstate. And this map has the potential to go a lot of different directions. It could be a very large open-scale map with long lines of sights on the outskirts of the interstate, or it could be a close-quarters combat map in which you do a lot of fighting on the road and amongst the convoy. It could even be a mixture of both those things. And it's even possible that the convoy is moving while you're on that map. I'm not really sure, so we're just going to have to wait and see until we get more information on how that map operates. The only thing I have to go on for the final map, Stockpile, is it looks like you're fighting outside in the snow. So maybe you're fighting near some Russian ammo dump or a Russian nuclear facility, but it's really hard to gauge how this level will work. It could be a large-scale map like Array or Discovery, or it could be a smaller map like Grid. Again, we'll have to wait until May 3rd to see. And of course they're including in a zombie map as well, and it's titled Call of the Dead, which looks to be a parody of something like Dawn of the Dead or Shaun of the Dead, and that could make for an entertaining game if they kind of made a parody of all those different movies and included it in that game mode. And that's a quick rundown of all the content that's going to be released in the Escalation map pack May 3rd, and it looks like it's probably going to be $15 again. Now my question for you guys is, are you even interested in this latest map pack? Do you think it's worth the price? Are you burnt out with Black Ops? Or are you disappointed in the last map pack, First Strike? We're definitely getting a lot more content in these map packs versus what was delivered to us in, say, Modern Warfare 2. But is it even worth $15? When I first got the map pack First Strike, I was generally happy with the maps, but now I'm not as big a fan. I don't really like Kowloon and Berlin Wall, and now that everybody's learned the general layout for Discovery, that map's become a lot more campy. But let me know what you guys think, if you plan on picking it up the day of the release, or if you're going to wait a couple days to see the reviews, or if you have zero interest whatsoever and you're not going to pick up the map packs regardless of the reviews. Our final score combined was 72 kills and 3 deaths, and as always, take it easy.